Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm World Dragon, and we are continuing our playthrough on Timberborn, where we have our two districts up and running, and we are trying to sort out our mild bad tide problem. So our goals for this episode are to sort out our bad tide problem, because the sluices, they're not quite working out. We basically have too much water trying to be pushed through to this second area. We are going to try and finish this monstrosity, which I also realized could be fun for our last two batteries, because can't place them so the battery goes directly over a path, at least not with some space for it to actually drop. So we may have to play a little bit there, which could be interesting, to say the least. We are also going to finish rearranging our warehouses in District 2, start rearranging our warehouses in District 1, as well as continuing to make our beavers happy. So there's a lot going on, folks. There is a lot going on. So I'm going to start by, first off, we are going to start trying to sort out our bad tide problem. Now, for us to go ahead and do this, I am simply going to go ahead and do that with a little bit of that. That just gives them a new path to follow, because I don't trust them to follow the old one, basically, without getting themselves stuck or building things in the wrong order. Now, don't get me wrong. I know this all goes off generally the order I tell them to build things in. However, I don't trust myself to put it all down in the right order as well. And so then we are going to basically just go and grow this wall by another level. And hopefully that solves our bad tide problem. Because if I can basically go and block all of this off up to here, then, well, it should stop overflowing. We'll see how that goes. So that's going to start building. Over here, we are placing the last of our dynamite to get rid of this little platform and turn this area into a storage area for District 2. I'm just going to go and do this as well. Those will eventually then get destroyed because the path, they should be able to reach them now, basically, from the path. Like I said, this is simply a wait and see what happens. We'll leave that to keep growing. And then over in District 1, I want to move and rearrange my storage. One, because these warehouses encroach on the beautiful, pristine, and what will hopefully be majestic beaver neighborhood, which we are slowly redesigning to maximize our happiness. Also because I also want to change these and this one, although I've only just put it there, so that was, I held my hand up, that's on me. Because, well, there are things that may or may not happen in the future, which I'm not going to reveal quite yet. And so to do all of this, what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to build some wharfs, basically. So we are going to have some... Going over to that one as well. We are going to have some dockside wharfs where I can go and build some storehouses on. So we've got what, 1, 2, 3 and most of 1. So with that, let's go and make that 4. That will allow me to put 4 3x3 structures on, which can be both the double, or should I say large warehouses, and then the log piles. That is not the big log piles, but I think we'll be okay with just the small ones over here. We're getting the big ones over here, and that should allow us to go. So let's go ahead and hit play and watch these mad beavers run around like crazy. With all of that now put down, everything should be going forward beautifully. Once I have this built, I can see how my power system actually runs properly, and with that running properly, we can see how much bread I can actually maintain. Now, as you can see, we haven't really got any wheat flour here. So my biggest, yep, there you go. I would say my biggest holdup at the moment is haulers. And so on that, we probably need a bit more population as well. Hang on, did we hear that? Hang on, one more time. I don't know if I heard it. Beautiful. And so part of me was thinking of building, and now we did go and discover that unfortunately they don't get wet fur from living in the water, but it's still quite a nice spot to put a house at, I think. So part of me was still thinking of building an even bigger house. We're going to go for a triple lodge. That'll be the first one of any of my games. And I think... Okay, no, that won't quite make... Yeah, no. If I could change their entrance so it didn't have to be in the middle, I would happily put it there because that would still get them inside the farmer's monument. Although to get there, they have to pretty much run through the path, so... I don't know. I mean, there's something to be said about having them have really easy access for it. In that case, what I might do is build myself... If I go and build that... Oh, that's got up 2 levels, doesn't it? Yes, I forget. It's on the top floor. What I might do, actually, then, is just build a smaller one. Because I don't want to increase my population massively. Just a little bit. And so if I go up by 1 floor, I can go ahead and build that in quite easily. There you go. That'll get me to the entrance. And then if I go and build another one, yep, I've gone and done that correctly just there. And then go and put our stairs there. Make that a path. And then there you go, ladies and gentlemen. They will have access to that house. And any other houses I then build across here will have very easy to do access. So that'll go and increase my population by 3. Not much, just a smidge. We're really good for food. We should be okay for water. I do need to kind of do something with my water. This place could probably just do with a bit more storage, which is something we will be sorting out. None of these will block any form of water flow, so that's all good. And so I think 1, 2... I think we're going to go and put that in... Yeah, I thought I did that. We're going to go and put that in there as well, without a weird little one on top. And we're going to go and use this for water storage. The one thing I know I'm going to be going to build on top of these is a couple of medium tanks. And whether they're both for water or one's for water, I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to go and place those there. And then we're going to keep on going. Now, of course, I'm not going to set any of this for priority, because I would actually like this finished first, and we're making pretty good progress. I do love it. Every time they get access to a new level, they go all the way left and right. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, and the drought has ended, so we are also... Because we're probably... Oh, we do actually have quite a few planks. I'm very happy to see that. Now, we could do... Oh, grilled potatoes aren't looking good. What I might do... Now, we are going to... Oh, what happened to all my metal blocks? They've been taken somewhere. They're still 2 levels away. That's what happens when you build a mega colossal structure. It takes a little while. Now, how are we doing? The dynamite's coming in there. That's all coming across up here. Now, of course, what I actually do want to do, because I do want this built before we have our next bad tide. So I'm actually going to make that all priority. And they can all start focusing on that. I'm pretty sure it just takes logs. Yep, and we've got over 700 of those. So that's definitely not a problem. And we could even get more, because, I mean, look at this. We've got a lot of pine trees back here not even being touched. And probably the same over here for oak trees. Not even being touched. So what I'm going to go and do, I might just Go ahead. Although it does then take another worker, and I'm short on workers by 7. Over here, we've got a spare. Wow. We need more jobs over here. And then, something else I'd like to do. Our science is coming up beautifully, as always. Now, I'm going to go and remind myself. Those are my thoughts exactly. Thank you for sharing them. Shrubs, lanterns, roof, scarecrow, beaver statue, beaver pole. Sorry, bulletin pole, beaver pole. So now we do get a bonus for shrubs. And we do get a bonus for lanterns, if I can find them. It's this one here. Now, the question is, what I'm going to do here, which I'm sure many of you have figured out. Do I double lantern this? Or do I lantern and shrub it? I think I'm going to lantern and shrub it. That one won't go there, because that blocks off the entrance. We can, however, put a lantern there. Okay, so they can get built once. There's going to be a lot of stuff being built and going through. That's all fine. One free worker. I mean, wow, one free worker, ladies and gentlemen. Ridiculous. I need to give these people more jobs to do. Now they are playing... How do they not get dizzy? That's what I want to know. I mean, look at it. Ready? Ready? How does he not get dizzy? Zoom. 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 No. It's so much faster going down, as you would expect. How do they not get dizzy? Another one built. Okay, well, yep, that's probably going to take the rest of the episode, if I'm perfectly honest, but we'll keep that going in the background. We are back here, starting to build our increased wall. And then, ooh, dynamite's coming along very nicely. Children, off the dynamite field, please. Not safe up there. Get it. Don't make me put up a warning sign. I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. I wish you could almost tell them that if there's no power, to just go and be a hauler. Because that would work quite nicely. Because as you can see, we've got no wheat flour, so we do need haulers. We are 9 jobs short. That's 5 haulers and 4 builders. I am going to go and pause 2 of my inventors. We've still got 2 running up there. We've got 4.5 science, so we're okay for now. I mean, some of the big things I might be looking to get would be things like maybe bad water domes or a centrifuge. I mean, that's only puts me up to 2,500. Large water pump, maybe. We've got the tapper shack going, a wood workshop. That's another 800. I mean, pretty much everything I've just gone and mentioned I could afford to buy with what I've got. So let's not worry too much about that. And then actually what I want to do as well is put these as to second priority. Which is actually going to happen anyway, because that's the only thing I've got to build after the levies anyway. So that was pointless, but never mind. We're going to go and remove that path. And then we're going to go and put 3 more blocks in there and give those priority as well. There'll just be the entrance left open that they're using to get through. Yes, everything is slowly happening in Beavertopia, the beautiful town that is. Now, what I'm going to go and do is down here, I can see we've kind of got a few spots coming up free. I'm going to go and fill those with oak trees for future growth. I mean, all of these guys can easily reach them. That's not a problem. And if I can sort our bad tide problem, I'm going to definitely start opening up more waterways. Because if the bad tide is sorted, all of this area becomes safe. Like I said, we'll see what this does. That, you would think, that would solve all my problems. So once this is built, we'll give it through one test, and then we'll see what happens. But yep, that opens up the whole half of this map, which will be absolutely fantastic. Where does let's start looking through our waterways a little bit. Okay, a lot of it comes off here. Look at the speed of that flow. That is a beautifully fast flow. A lot of it comes through there. Obviously, we've got our source from all the way up here. Coming down, we got the source we just saw in the top middle of the map. And then we've got bad water there, which is wreaking havoc through this area. And we've got our lovely aqueduct bad water source here. And we should have one more, because the one we're using, which is, yes, a bad water source up here, which has its own exit. That's quite nice to see. And yep, other than that, everything either comes off here or at the top. We might have to start playing with these, depending on what happens when I... That is a lot of water going that way. Look how close that is to overflowing. We might have to... This one, on the other hand, almost nothing. Look at it. It's meandering. Meandering, I tell you. We could get more water through that way. Probably because I'm holding on to a lot of it, to be fair. Oh. We've actually got flooding down here. Well, that's not necessarily a good thing, as I'm about to potentially start throwing more water in that direction. That's really not a good thing at all. Oh, we're actually overflowing this and coming down into here. That's interesting. Ah, it's very interesting. So if I was, in fact, to open this, that would allow more water through. And that could... I mean, like, that won't impact me. That'll all come around this back area. And like I said, this is kind of meandering, especially down here. That might actually have to happen. That might bring this water level back down. And for me to do that, let's have a look what that would take. I need to get... So that's my level. I do also want to get to here, so we may as well come via this way. Let's go and give myself... bit of dot path, yes, because I want to block this off as part of my expansion, because I want to open up this area. So then let's say set of stairs down here. That's that. I want to get to this up here as well. Yes, I can get all the way through those trees. Fantastic. Is that all joined? Yep, that's all joined. And that allows me to open up this, because eventually I would like to, once I've sorted out my bad water problem, have all of this flood through here. Talking about my bad water problem, we're still building. That's all good. And so that allows me to open this, block this, open this. This will, of course, then flow down here. This is blocked off. And I do want access to this basin, basically. Basin basic. Now, we are going to temporarily put access over the top. Not ideal, and it will not be being kept, because this will be a one entrance and exit beaver neighborhood. They will all come through this glorious arch we're building. But, for now, let us... Let us go ahead and build this here. This will allow me my future expansion, or at least it will allow me to get to my future expansion, I should say. And let's just go and build that bit of extra road, because even if the whole thing will eventually... of course, yes, because it's not yet connected by stairs. Even if the whole thing will eventually be removed, whilst it's there, I'd still like it to be neat because, well, I just would. Go and take that out. Let's go and put the levy in. And make you a top priority, please. How are we doing? Oh, dynamite's almost down. The house is down as well. Beautiful. So we should get a couple more beavers. Not too many, but we'll get a couple more. And of course, as we increase their happiness, we should also... hang on, I need a beaver. Everyone slow down. We will increase their life expectancy. I need to get to 17. Make it up to a 40. Which will, of course, then increase... Well, no, it won't actually increase the number of beavers I have. Because with the folktales, the houses give you a hard cap. It's the iron teeth that continue to go up as you get higher life expectancy. Okay, so that's going very nicely. We've, of course, got all of our buildings waiting over here, well as over there. And our mega colossal structure is one level off maximum, ladies and gentlemen. One level off maximum. Looking beautiful, folks. It is looking beautiful. And I'm trying to think. I think everything else is going pretty well. I mean, like I said, we could do with sorting out our water a bit. Once we've built these 2 tanks. There you go. These 2 tanks, I will be feeling a lot happier. Is there a show storage overlay, show construction guidelines, toggle shift X or hold X? Okay, I don't quite know what the I'll just keep them turned on permanently, I think. Saves me holding down X. Makes things much easier. And then one thing I do need to do is build some storage as well for the resin. I think one thing we are going to do is... build up to a second level of storage as well. In fact, no, I don't like this being turned on permanently. It actually annoys me a little bit, which is a bit weird. I do love the guidelines, but I don't know, having it turned on permanently is just a little bit of an eyesore. And of course, as I said, the one thing I'd like is a square counter when you're putting down big fields. So we are producing more wheat than we are using. Now these, of course, being constantly out of power do not help. But they are also, it seems, fairly full. Ooh, we've got some haulers. Fantastic. Absolutely magical. Absolutely magical. We do generally have these full of wheat flour, but I don't know. Once we've got our haulers sorted, maybe that's where the deadlock is. Once these are fully powered, as in once the batteries are up and running, maybe that's where the deadlock is. I'm not entirely sure. But we shall find out, ladies and gentlemen. We shall find out. I think what I'm going to do, just so I can put these things, start putting these things into the right priority. Let's make sure they know that this colossal structure comes first. Oh, we have a bad side. Beautiful. It's time to test our new system. I think that's everything. It looks like it. Right, so that comes first. But after you've built that, I would like you to... Where are we? Power. Straight power shafts. Now, it is just going to be on land. I'm not going to go and hide these ones. Let's do this the right way around. No, second highest priority. Going from the outside in, because once I've got the 2 batteries up and running, this will technically have its permanent power. The other ones can come afterwards. All I will need to do at that point, because I do want to, in essence, get it up and running, would be to just fix off this path. So that they can keep on getting over. Done. Alright, well, like I said, yeah, we've got the bad tide approaching, which is fantastic. We can go and test our new system. Ooh, we have the dynamite built. Are you ready, folks? Have we got any kids about to run up there? I'd rather not blow anyone up. No, he looks like he's running away. Let's start at the front. It's armed, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. And so that means you can disappear. You are surplus to requirements. And so we have 1 for planks, 1 for logs. The other things you can get these for is scrap metal, which we want, so that's 1. Metal blocks, which we will want, that's 2. And treated planks, which is 3. I don't know if I want 1 for dirt yet, so we're not going to go and grab 1. And moreover, the scrap metal and metal blocks are the ones that we really want in this area. So what we're going to do is going to get 2 underground. Ooh, that doesn't quite fit, does it? Oh, water saving. Yep. Gonna get 2 of you in there. We can go ahead and unpause now. They can start building these. And let's also, because we do want it linked to our industrial zone quite easily. So that's 2 underground piles there. I can always get the 1 for dirt by putting down more dirt blocks. Makes perfect sense to me. And so let's go and grab. We want a large warehouse. Or 2. Or 3. I mean, there's no reason why not. We are going to start producing more things. We've got 1 for bread down here, and then 1 for wheat. Which, like I said, hopefully once I've sorted out this chain, that'll all be good. We have the 1 for berries there, and the 1 for gears. So we are going to move gears across. We are going to move metal blocks and scrap metal across, which will be these 2 emptied out. Maybe berries? Not quite sure if I mean, it doesn't hurt to have that much in reserve. Aha. So if we go and call you scrap metal and go and turn you off. And we go and call you... Eventually. Wait for it. Wait for it. It takes 80 planks. Wow. I didn't realize it was that many. What's the point? It takes 80 planks. Wow. And they built this thing fast. Bada bing, bada boom. And then metal blocks. Let's go and turn you off. We also want, which we can very nicely fit in here. Although, wait, no, that's going to be in the way of this. So we're not going to build anything on that side of the line. Ah, but we can very nicely go and fit 2 smaller warehouses here. That'll be for things like, one's definitely going to be for dynamite. Let's start getting that up and running. I'm going to ask that to be built first. This will be for gears. That will be built second just because it's the order I placed them in. Oh, we have an injured beaver. Nowhere for him to go and take a nap. I'm still holding on to 4 beds is enough. Oh, more to point, our bad tide. How are we doing? It works, ladies and gentlemen. We are not getting hit by a bad tide. So there you go. That's a bonus. However, we do have... yeah, there was a bit of flooding. There is a little bit of flooding. Yeah, I genuinely think if we can take this out, we're going to solve a fair bit of flooding problems here. The further notion is to cap this bad source, because that obviously then has less water going into that area. So how are we doing? Yeah, I mean, it's flooding. It's definitely flooding. There's no denying that, and that is a bit close. I mean, all of it's very close. Very fairly close. Oh yeah, we're flooding. Oh, there's an exit for it though. If it keeps going up, there is another exit for it off the map. So it shouldn't keep getting any higher. That's at least 1 point. But oh yeah, we're flooding. Oh, and all these berries are very much going to be dead. We're not going to be using those to save our lives anymore. Luckily, we've still got these. Oh, and we are also overflowing here. Okay, yep, we are putting far too much water into this top half of the map. So yeah, definitely. I think opening up that and giving this a release may help. Well, no, sorry, will help. May solve the problem, I should say. And if it doesn't, we should also, I think, capping this bad water source is definitely a way to go. That will definitely, I think, reduce this by a large amount and allow it to keep coming back. Okay, but we still didn't get any bad water in our water source. We have, of course, gone through here. That's fine. Will be something we need to solve because this area will be being looked to be kept clean. So yeah, that's all good. We're not open yet. We're still flowing to the right. How are we doing? Oh, 1% contamination. That's going to open very soon. There you go. Water's now flowing back into my area. So you can, in fact, then be deleted. That's kind of the stairs going up to you. You can be deleted. You're being put full of gears. You can be turned off. And the gears can be transferred. Yep, I think it's potentially time to get rid of these platforms for now. Alright, so they're gone. Yeah, we don't... That spare worker's somewhere else. So you're going to be removed gears. We do now have storage for our dynamite. Alright, it's all looking good. It's all looking good. We've got to sort out our bad tide slight overflow problem. This is all looking good. This is all looking good. This will kind of eventually drain off and evaporate. Yeah, we need to open this up for them to allow the water to drain. Yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. And our mega colossal structure, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the top level. It is too far from the district. That's because for some reason we like filling out the levels before we build the stairs. But it'll get there. We are almost at the end of our mega colossal gravity battery structure. But we have at least started... Well, we have basically sorted out storage in District 2. I'm going to go and remove this. I think. We are going to keep this little bit of a platform because I think I might use it for something. Haven't decided what yet, but I think it might be used for something. Then, let's just keep future planning all of my musings and thoughts. You're actually going to get a set of stairs there and a little platform there, because you will eventually be used for an overpass into more. Oh, never mind. I was about to see what kind of power, you know, surplus we made, but I guess that's not going to happen right now. And you know what? Let's go and get a surplus of berries. There was nothing wrong with that. What do we have here? We have wheat. We have a large warehouse for bread already. That's cool. Then let's go and get a surplus of berries. Let's go and turn this one off. I'm going to remove this. Wow, look how fast they empty. Stripped. Done. That's scarily fast. I'm going to go remove that warehouse as well. That is now gone. Let's remove that little bit of pathing. And so that's also going to allow these guys to start working again and, you know, just slowly give me a stockpile of 1,000-odd berries. And then, I mean, bot parts, books, paper, we're not doing any of this. I'm not going to start transferring all my pine resin. Oh, in fact, yeah, let's start making a small stockpile of pine resin over here. Because this is where it's going to be used to make treated planks, so it makes perfect sense. So I'm going to do a small one, though. I don't need huge supplies of pine resin. And then, so we have... Yep, we do just need one more of these, which will be for treated planks. But I'm in no rush for that. Like I said, I think I don't want to get another dirt block there and just build it right there. Where I would set up a dirt extractor, I'm not 100% sure at this point, but that's not on my immediate cards anyway. And then, what else for here? Oh, wow. We do not have a huge number of carrots, ladies and gentlemen. That is dropping off. Or grilled potatoes. What's going on over here? We are about to potentially hit another food crisis. But before that happens, we're going to leave the episode there. No, that's all good. I was simply looking at... breathe. I was simply looking at just this district, not everywhere overall. I was... Wow, things were getting tense for me there. Okay. And so... we do have one more warehouse to assign. And I wouldn't mind getting some dandelions. I think that could be in a small warehouse, though, if we put that anywhere. I mean, most of the stuff I get is food, to be honest. Punch cards, I think small warehouse. Paper, probably small warehouse. Bot parts, very small warehouse, if I'm honest. Books. Yeah, I mean, none of it really jumps out at me as massively needing anything to be done about it. Double check. Okay, so potatoes are not in a huge rush to go anywhere. We got plenty of carrots. Grilled potatoes are basically all being done. Every single potato gets grilled very quickly by the looks of it. So there's no blocks in our food production chain over here. Why am I destroying this one again? Why am I destroying that? Probably because I wanted to make... Gonna remind myself of this. Probably because I wanted to path this down here as well. Saves them having to run all the way around all the time, depending on which direction they're coming from. But yeah, I think that's it. I think everything's going quite well. Like I said, we've got to sort out our slight overflow problem that we currently have. Get this area blocked off, ready to go, basically. Let's go ahead and mark 1 for demolishing. We can place down the levees. Of course, I'm not going to mark any of this for opening until I've potentially sorted out that problem. And so, yes, on that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave the episode there. I think we're looking good. Storage is being rearranged. Problems are being fixed. The batteries are almost online. Look how close they are, ladies and gentlemen. 2 sets of stairs. 3 vertical gears. Those are the only things in the way of both of our batteries coming online. After that, we just need to connect them up, and we are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all going to happen next episode, hopefully, which I hope you will join me for. But until then, as per always, I hope that you can stay safe, happy, and healthy.